Good morning, family. Welcome to Chuncheon Morning Devotion. Today is Wednesday, February 28th. Let's begin by greeting our beloved Heavenly Parent and true parents. Chuncheon 참 부모님께 기영배. Haro. Now for our family pledge in Korean, let's welcome Pastor Milan Stevens.
가정맹세 이을 자녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조의 상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 이 자녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천여국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과皇族권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천여국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조의 상인 천주대 가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 자녀국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 자녀국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 찬운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 자녀국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 효통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 자녀국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 자녀국 시대를 맞이하여 절대 신앙, 절대 사랑, 절대 복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상 천국과 천상 천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Thank you, Pastor Milhan. Now for opening prayer, I'd like to invite Shivaji. Shivaji, could you please unmute and pray for us today? Thank you.
Join in prayer. Good morning, our most beloved Heavenly Parent and two parents. Thank you so much for giving us such a wonderful, beautiful morning where our Marian family church members are gathering to receive your words, holy words. We are the luckiest people because we are living with our two parents, two mother with us. So we are receiving two mother guidance every day. Even though we are still immature children, we could not understand two mother heart deeply. We could not fulfill two mother expectation. So I deeply repent myself. Heavenly Parent, today, this time, I really pray all my loving brothers and sisters who are joining or who could not able to join. I really pray each and every family, we could unite our mind and body centering on you. You are our center. So always, you are our first priority. If we do like this, our two father teach us and taught us, God, we have to put God first, Heavenly Parents first, always. But because we put our priority ourselves and then a lot of conflict come in our family between husband and wife and father and children because we are selfish. We could not realize. So really have to change ourselves, remove our fallen nature every day. And we have to follow, practice your words in our daily life. So we have to take medicine. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Same way, your word is our medicine. But we just only know what is the medicine, but we don't drink. It doesn't work. Same way, we know the truth, so we have to practice the truth. So please encourage us, guide us. I really pray all the absolute good spirit and good ancestors, please guide us. We always put first you, and then we always realize ourselves, repent ourselves, and follow your path. Absolute follow. Not only sometime right, left, and sometime up and down, but I absolutely follow, and then we can reach our destination. Thank you so much once again. I really pray once again, all my brothers and sisters who are facing difficulties, challenges, I really pray for the comfort their heart, and really good ancestor, the good spirit really heal their heart. I really pray, and I really put this pray in my name, Shivaji Khadka of Bliss Center Family of Changalguk. Aju.
Anju. Thank you very much, Shivaji. Thank you so much. You know, Shivaji, I have your daughter this month, Shine.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm happy to say, yeah.
Thank you so much. I just talked to them and then little bit complete, and then I really feel like the cry also. And then thank you so much for giving me prayer. So it's a really good condition for me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. All right, family. Now it's time for our Hunda K reading. We're reading from the Mother of Peace, our True Mother's Memoir. And we're up to episode 46. Pastor Milhan.
Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Shivaji. And I noticed that your shirt colors were almost the same. I thought that was interesting too.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's fun. Do we have any readers, volunteers?
I can read.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for volunteering.
Chapter 7. Today's growing pains bring tomorrow's sunshine. In Korean, Aewon means a garden of love. In 1994, Father Moon and I established a service organization, the Aewon Bank, to enable all people to share love in Korea. It is not a literal bank. It brings people together to offer voluntary services, everything from the provision of free meals to concerts for charity to international aid. In order to expand this further, I established the Wonmo Pyeonghae Scholarship Foundation. This actually was the first major action I took after my husband passed away. Monetary offerings and condolence flooded in from all over the world, and I saved all of it as seed money for this purpose. I also sold the helicopter we had used for our mission work and added that money to those funds. It all went into an endowment out of which we have been able to give $10 million in scholarships to help educate talented people for the future. Excellent students from all over the world, Korea, Japan, Southeast Asia, Africa, Europe, and America, are benefiting from this scholarship. Of course, I heard some people buzzing about that. I heard that Mother Moon is selling the helicopter she and Father Moon used together, one would say, and another would respond, it's such a historic artifact, shouldn't it be in a museum? While I respect expressions of regret over the sale of the helicopter and completely understand the sentiments, I made the decision. It is for the sake of our future leadership. While it is important to honor the past, it is more important to teach God's word and raise future generations of faithful leaders. The truth that education shapes young people and that young people shape the future will never change. To ensure a bright future, it is absolutely necessary to raise up the youth of talent, wisdom, and virtue. Wonmo is made up of the Chinese character one, meaning round, and mo, meaning mother. In the family, it is the mother who embraces each. It is a family. It is the mother who embraces each family member with love, despite their different personalities, and guides the family towards harmony. Pyongyang means to take care of the less fortunate so all can stand on an equal plane in the cosmos of true love. I set the foundation for such education to endure beyond the generations. When children play with a spinning top, it is hard for them at first, but once it starts spinning, they can keep it spinning with minimal effort. A scholarship endowment is the same. It is difficult to establish, but once it is up and running, it is not too difficult to keep going. Education takes time. We need to erect a wall to block the wind and watch your offspring 24 hours a day so they can grow into beautiful and moral adults. It takes 9 months in a mother's womb to create a life. Even after such a period of preparation, a baby cannot walk overnight. Children need to go through a period of growth. I forget myself when doing this kind of work. When I put others first, I feel I am living a life of true goodness. If we devote ourselves to the people around us with the heart that nothing we give for God's purposes will go to waste, we will find true happiness. When we are not fixated on our personal happiness, God will come to us. The future Joshua's and Caleb's. To raise future leaders in 2015, I founded Global Top Gun GTGY, which teaches enthusiastic young people from all over the world how to contribute to world peace and the salvation of humankind by living for the sake of others. Among biblical figures, I point GTGY students to Joshua and Caleb, who attended Moses in the wilderness. Throughout their lives, Joshua and Caleb remained loyal to heaven, and they led the chosen people into Canaan. Caleb completely united with Joshua and devoted himself to the cause of the nation and its people. I am raising outstanding young men and women through Global Top Gun Youth to be like Joshua and Caleb and lead the world into the promised land. Almost 1,500 years ago in Korea, the Silla dynasty raised their young leaders to a training program called Hwarangdo, which means flowering youth. These youth leaders were known for their allegiance to the kingdom and determination to overcome obstacles. Hwarangdo took youth from the elite of society and trained them in martial arts, meditation in nature, and methods of resolving conflict between social classes. They were known for never retreating in war and choosing an honorable death over a prisoner. Young people who are to lead in the future must focus their minds, do well in their studies, and lead lives of sincere faith. Armed with wisdom and practical experience, they can build upon and surpass their parents' filial heart for heaven. This is why I am intentionally guiding future leaders for the establishment of God's kingdom of Cheonilguk under the name Gyeojong-ram, Youth Filial Heart. It is my hope that they will surpass the Hwarang of old, devotion to heaven. In February 2017, at an assembly at the HJ International Cultural Foundation in Gapyeong County, east of Seoul, we inaugurated YFWP's success with the International Association of Youth and Students for Peace, IAYSP. I asked 1,000 or more participants to be the special forces that build God's kingdom of Cheonilguk, and they put my words into action. In June of that year, 12,000 young people took part in the IAYSP Youth for Peace rally in Bangkok, Thailand, where I implored them to become the leading figures of the culture of filial heart and the light of the world. Then in September of 2019, at the Africa Summit and Blessing Ceremony of Sao Tome and Principe, 40,000 young people gathered at the Festival for Youth and Students. Capital city's wide plaza with its view of the beautiful sea was packed with young people. That evening, the Hyojeong Cultural Foundation hosted the IAYSP Youth Sounds of Peace, with various performances upholding universal values. Government leaders participated in celebrating the revitalization of the nation's youth. It was the largest youth and students festival to date. I spared no effort to give the young people hope and encouragement with the words, "You are the hope of Sao Tome. Because of you, the pure water, Sao Tome can achieve the kingdom of heaven on earth that our heavenly parent desires." For hundreds of years, the French royal family employed elite young soldiers from Switzerland. The Swiss Guard is world-renowned for their dignity, loyalty, and selfless service. Today, it is the Vatican that receives protection from the Swiss Guard. We are creating the future of God's kingdom of children to fulfill God's dream. Like Joshua and Caleb, like the Swiss Guard, the IAYSP must serve the highest heavenly purpose in this time with an indomitable spirit, never yielding to any difficulty. IAYSP members are the loyal citizens and filial sons and daughters of God's kingdom. They are true parents' pride and the protectors of heaven's will. No matter what difficulties emerge in their time, such young people will meet those challenges and emerge victorious. They are the ones who own the future. When young people dedicate themselves to heaven with body and soul, no matter their position, they can become filial sons and daughters and patriots remembered by the heavenly parent and all generations. They will know that the growing pains they endured for a short time have eternal value.
Thank you, Takayoshi. Thank you so much.
Takayoshi. All right, do we have any reflections, keywords, favorite sentence, inspiration? Youth today.
No, it's just Gavin Foley, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, not particularly a key word, but the overall theme is youth and the support of youth to become leaders in the world, beginning with the $10 million scholarship near the beginning of the piece, and then all the way through. It's basically talking about supporting youth to become the future leaders. Yeah, so that's just my short comment. Yeah. Go ahead, Sebastian.
Yeah, well, I'd actually we're on the same wavelength. Seems like on the same frequency. I was saying the same thing basically about to mother again, investing in the youth and education. And also the one thing that stuck out was what we were talking about yesterday, the wall of protection for the young people, 24 hours or 24/7. So in a way, I'm kind of sad in a way that I couldn't do that for our daughter. But anyway, that's something that two parents are really interested in, to really educate the children or the youth in a way that is acceptable to heaven in every way. Yeah. Okay, that's my takeaway. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and Kathleen.
I remember when the conversations were going all around the church about how True Mother was going to sell the helicopter. And there was a big uproar, and everybody was, well, not everybody, but a lot of people were really negative about it. And I just want to say that I really appreciate the fact that no matter what, True Mother does what she feels she has to do. You know, even if the whole world turned against her, like True Father too has said, that she's determined to do God's will. And I really respect her for her strength and her convictions, you know, as a woman, to stand up and say, this is what I'm going to do, and this is the right thing to do. And no matter what anybody says, no matter how many people come against her or how many people are negative and they all have their own opinions about stuff, you know, our True Mother, you know, you have to give her a lot of credit for her strong, you know, her strength, her absolute strength and conviction that she's doing the right thing. And I just feel so proud of her for that. And, you know, I just hope that all of our sisters can have that kind of strength, that no matter what comes against us, no matter what people say or think or do against us, that if we feel it's God's will in our life and we feel it's the right thing to do, that we're going to do it no matter what. Thank you.
Kathleen. It's always it's the women and children, you know, who tend to take in a back seat in decision making throughout history. And you know what a leader does is they set priorities. I think Mother also wanted to make a statement too and say, guys, we're losing our next generation. We have to let go of our past. We have to allow ourselves to, and people are afraid of change. Most people are, especially when you get older. You don't want to change too much, otherwise, it seems like you've kind of disregarded or didn't, but you're kind of burying the victories of the past, foundations that have been made. But no, it's yes, the essence has remained, and you know there's still a lot of disputes around the country about properties and different things we've been holding on to, but they're relics, you know. I believe in a world where we restore everything, where everything belongs to God. So the UTS campus in Berrytown and all these places, they will all come back to God. And the most important thing is how are we preparing for the future. And there's a balance, you know. You can overdo it too. You can invest too much in just the next generation and then completely abandon, you know, the older generation. That's not good either. So I think people have to understand Mother gets it. There's the whole Hyojung thing. I feel confident to explain Hyojung to anybody. I think Hyojung is the key to prevent a civilization or a movement like ours falling apart. It's the right balance. So you inherit, give your first and your best 10% to your elders, even if you don't understand what they're saying, just follow anyway. But then after that, you have to self-actualize and offer your gifts the best you can with God's given you. That's what Mother's doing. She's modeling it herself. And as a young person, I've never been more clear about my role and how I'm supposed to go about my life. So we're going to lead. The section I highlighted today was this part when it says, when I put others first, I feel I am living a life of true goodness. She says here, I forget myself when doing this kind of work. You know, that's, you know, whenever I preach, I try to, what do I say? Vaporize myself. Where I try anyway, to not make it about me. To completely, now you can't do that all the time. In fact, I would say only in those rare cases can you really just be completely selfless. I think that's, in some sense, if you do that all the time, you're being a little bit irresponsible because you have to take care of yourself too. You have to, you know, self-care is important because not unless someone's caring for you, it's like you have to take care of yourself. But in those moments where you are living publicly, serving publicly, the real key is to vaporize yourself. To, so, you know, Dr. Young would say kind of extreme things. He would say like, oh, kill yourself. Right? It's like, no, wait, don't say that. It's too much. But the point is that that's real freedom. I guess when you can connect to God and to others and just flow and be just you like the blood in your body is always moving and moving and moving. When you're selfless and you're serving other people, it's like you join that flow, that river flowing, the blood flowing through the earth and the cosmos. Just you get to be a part of that stream. But if you're living for yourself, then you become a blood clot in the system, and it's horrible. It's lonely. It's the worst place. So I like to join that stream, that jet stream, and wherever God's taken us. I don't know where God's taken us, but if you join it, it's exciting. It's a roller coaster, ups and downs, and left and right. And you meet so many people, and everyone just loves you, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. And so this is really what Mother wants to teach young people, because you have all that energy. When you can give that energy for the world, it's so exciting. Why would you want to do anything? Why would you want to live for yourself? And it's pathetic. Ayumi, she's just 9 years old, and she just wants to donate more to chess ministry, and just she wants to see the growth and see lighting up people's lives, coming together and going deeper with God and one another. That's a real youth. And so yeah, Mother has this concern. Yeah, and I think that's the way. Joshua and Caleb. Well, what's interesting is this Mother talking about GTG, Global Top Gun Youth. And I shared in the ministry leaders chat yesterday some slides that Reverend Dunkley put up about some of the plans we have for these missionaries coming to America, these 10 chosen communities where they will be going to. And so we are on the list, naturally. I'm making sure that they're following my way, in terms of pricing and things like this, because I can't take on any more. I ain't babysitting anybody. Actually, Keisetsu, he went to Korea. He came back. Actually, he just came back to the Harlem Center a couple of days ago. And he wrote a report about his experience in Korea, joining that workshop to understand the heart in which these missionaries are coming. And he had a very deep experience. He didn't really get it right away, but all these evening programs they have there, they're very long, and some of us join on Fridays. He really felt a oneness of heart with True Mother, and it's not easy to achieve that. To get to a place where emotionally I can feel Mother's desperation. When he heard about Mother taking sleeping pills every night because she cannot sleep, she's so restless and constantly so anxious to move this providence forward, and it's like the pace is not fast enough, so she's like just compelled to add more and to give more. And so Kay said, so he could feel that restlessness and wanting to liberate Mother. And so this is how Mother wants to raise our young people. So I'm definitely looking forward to them coming here. But what I'm really excited about for these missionaries is to see our young families. And I feel like that this is living together under one house. Seeing Arlem over there. Is that Arlem?
Yes.
That's Arlem, right? Okay. You changed your hair. It looks like I couldn't recognize it.
Yeah, got hair out of his head, face.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
I like that better. So for me, the biggest education is family education, because a happy family living in a community together, that's what people want. You know, it's like we do all this frontline battle stuff, but for what? It's to protect those families. So you got to have both. Yes, we have a fighting spirit to protect. Just don't forget, there's a complete picture here, and like that one sermon I gave of the soldiers, sailors, and settlers. You got to have all three. You can't just have one. If you only have soldiers, then you have a military that serves purpose that's actually temporary. But settlers, I think those are the people who, we all have to be settlers in some sense, but those are the people who will be lasting forever. That God will always need people building houses and families. So this is the women's era we're entering into, where the women are the masters of the house, the masters of leading a peaceful world. Men are good at problem solving and taking risks and charging into battle. Little colder, so that they can. Trust me, women can be cold too. In fact, they can be more. What do you say? Like sinister than men in many ways. But in terms of the sensitivities and the multitasking, all the things going on in the house, women are much better. So you can naturally see, for a peaceful world, you want the mother to leadership role, and the men are strong and serving. Okay, mama, what do you need? Okay, pick up the laundry. All right, let's go. And then we take it on like a battle. I just moving all this clothes from the third floor down to the outside. And okay, well, mama, what else do you need? Okay, let's pick up the kids and put them to bed. Okay, I'm tossing them around, and it's like that. I think that kind of world is coming. And ideally, a mother can see it in her lifetime, and it starts with our young people having a vision, having a hope for the future, that they too can be happy in a family. So I can't wait for schools to teach this stuff. How do you get married? How do you have a family? Why shouldn't this be taught in school? But people don't want to cross those religious lines, so we have to have a gold standard that we all can trust. And so you do need that point of singularity where our true mother, everyone should trust mother. Okay, whatever she says, we'll go with, because whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's just pick something so that we all can be on the same page and stop killing each other over little differences. So that's our true mother's role. Yeah. Reverend Green, are you trying to say something in here? Put a word in?
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so grateful to be alive on this beautiful morning as we approach the spring season. As much was said about young people, this morning, Mother is emphasizing the significance of youth. And I was reflecting upon, that saying that at one time I too was young, and and I was strong and healthy. And I've worked, in the Providence up until this day. And I find that I'm getting older, but still, I've not seen the substantial, kingdom of heaven on earth. And, when I came with my youthful enthusiasm, that was really my aim. I felt that with the leadership that we were provided by heaven through parents, that we could build the kingdom of heaven, in a short time. So with that kind of mindset, I embarked upon my life of faith, and it has carried me to this moment when True Mother is saying that that the emphasis is on young people. Anyway, I believe that True Mother is right. The baton has to be passed on to the young people because they have the vitality. They have the youthfulness. Even though we may have the wisdom, but we don't have the physicality that the young people have today. So I believe that as much as we emphasize the young people, it is important for us to maintain that connectedness with the elders, because we have the experience of the past, which has to be bequeathed or inherited by young. The combined strength of both young and old can manifest a greater emphasis in going forward. So I'm very excited about the fact that the young missionaries are coming to Korea. I'm curious as to what they're going to bring to the Western world. And I am looking forward to what I can inherit from their coming. So I'm putting myself in the position of a student who has the willingness of heart to learn from these, the only begotten daughter of God and mother of peace. So they're coming here, as exemplary, young people. And recently I've been out witnessing and meeting a lot of young people. So I want those young people to recognize the quality of youth that we have in our movement. And with that observation, they can become a glue, for them to join with us in our epic journey to build God's kingdom of heaven and earth. So I'm very grateful, to our True Mother for leading us in this final phase of the construction of God's kingdom. And I'm very grateful that we have, the leadership of Reverend Stevens, because he comes in the spirit of, Joshua. And I'm very excited to learn from him also. And together we all can, young and old can fulfill, God's dream, especially here in America. I have a lot of concern about the atmosphere in America at this time, as it seems so unsettling. There's nowhere to look where you can find settlement and harmony. So I believe that we here in Manhattan are really the hope, God's hope. And I'm imploring God to always be with each one of us, young and old. For young people, we need our health and we need longevity to carry out our mission, to ensure that we can, in a sense, guide the young generation across this troubled sea. So I'm very grateful for the Chongqing One. And I pray God's blessing upon all our members today. Thank you.
I'm encouraged too. There's lots.
Thank you.
One thing these missionaries are going to do, they're going to report to mother directly every 2 weeks. So that's how I see it. They get an inside. They got mother's eyeball in our midst. So look alive. You're on camera. But you know, my vision, okay, for this house, this is Chongpadong. I feel that. This is like Chongpadong 2. And you know what's interesting is this Sunday, we cannot gather at 43rd Street because they booked it for a big conference, and they couldn't give us Sunday. So I've decided to have our Sunday service here in Harlem Center. But you know, there's not enough chairs for everybody. So I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, but I have a feeling a lot of our young people, quote unquote, going to have to sit on that floor. And you know what? I miss those days. We all gathered at East Garden, everyone sitting on the floor, all uncomfortable, you know, and everybody's trying to stay awake. And I remember getting a massage from my now brother-in-law. And when I was falling asleep, you know, and it's like, you know, that's, you know, if you're too old, it is hard to sit on the floor that long. So there's a certain way, if you really want young people, you're gonna have to give up something, you know, some comforts. So I mean, not saying we cannot have chairs, but the chairs are in the back of the room, and then you have space for young people to sit down on the floor. Lots, you know, and yeah, it may not be. Anyway, so I'm thinking like this, and you know, anyway, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna see how it goes.
It's a good thing it's not metro service.
Oh no,
You know-
no, I wouldn't.
You know, I invited some young people, and just as we were talking, I see text messages coming from them. They're looking forward to our Sunday service at 43rd Street. But I'm just wondering, how can I convey to them that we won't be at 43rd Street, but we're going to be in Harlem. That's another, you know, challenge that I'm faced with, you know. But I'm hoping that, you know, they will still come, regardless of the fact that we'll be assembling at a different location than what was told to them. So that's something that I find quite challenging, how to make that change from 43rd Street to take them up to Harlem. So if you have some ideas how you would go about doing it, please let me know.
Well, tell them it's a special service. You know that it's going to be better. Well, it's going to be different. You know, I think it's good to shake things up. And frankly, young people love this place so far. I mean, they come here for chess, they come here for carb talks. I mean, it has a youthful spirit here. So, I mean, I'm excited. I'm not excited about doing it every Sunday. I think 43rd Street is much better over in general. But for a special service, I think it's nice. I think it's nice for a change.
And this way everybody can see the Chuncheon one who haven't seen it yet or prayed in it yet.
Yeah, it has the home church feel, and the Chuncheon one is a very holy place. Yeah, okay. Gotta go. Thank you.
Well, thank you everybody for your sharing. Thank you for your prayer, Shivaji, which is quite beautiful. Thank you for your reading, Takayoshi. Do we have any prayer requests today?
I think we can pray for, you know, our guests who were invited to 43rd Street, but we'll try to get them up to Harlem. So please pray that they will still come.
We'll definitely pray for that.
All right, family, let's get ready with our residence prayer. We'll start with 3 Abba Geomenes.
Chunchaman Residence Prayer Shijak Abaji
Abaji!
Omani Abaji Omani Abaji Omani.
Let's pray.
Loving Heavenly Parent, true parents, we are so grateful that we have
Morning.
this
Good morning, Heavenly
opportunity
Father.
This
Good morning,
day
for
of
parents.
your
28th of February,
Parents,
2024.
offer our prayers.
Father,
God,
we are so
yes.
grateful
Invited
this
a number of people,
holiday fast this year.
Evelyn and Sonia,
Have an extra day tomorrow,
and
29, 24 years.
from
Use for this day
Cal to
for the future
3rd Street.
a part of purpose.
We're
So
grateful
grateful
for the
that true
movement, the
mother
shift,
who are meeting this morning
service location.
about education and use
This is going to be in Harlem at the Church of One.
use
God,
giving
not be deterrent.
all
Those
ladies
that we have
days
invited, but it's really to be an opportunity to
Missionaries,
have
Harlem Home Church,
a family atmosphere
matching
where
grow
to match
infant
Tell Mayor Erica
I want
feed
to
to
pray
infant
for Evelyn,
parenting to parenting
pray for Sonia,
resources
pray for the two
still
Bengalis,
study in high school.
those Nets,
So when they
they will
grow, how
indeed
they can
participate
God, and
as
we
promised in the service.
vision of their life.
Heavenly parents,
parents before
But
pray that
the environment,
the obstacles that we have within
when the art school,
are usually the
solar
obstacle.
system,
parenting
bus,
But I'm
galaxy,
asking clearance in
universe.
my heart.
So many things are come to God
The fusion of
by the
the Holy
parents.
Spirit, movement of the
We
Holy
didn't know
Spirit,
anything about you
children,
as heavenly parents
the
to
way
educate us
our
our future.
sons and daughters
We didn't know anything about
children
Father
out of darkness into
out.
the truth.
God,
and through Christ, through Father, and through
Holy
Mother.
parent,
Through Mother, this time especially,
thank you so much for
her heart reach the generation. God use
and and
second generation leadership
Lord, the
from
remembrance
young leaders, second generation. Father, how
by the way
Father
they
and how giving
actual education.
this people, and whereas blessing out of a thousands participate important of blessing, chastity, loyalty, video piety, and our relationship to Heavenly Parent. So we never kind of this creation, way of using your culture,
Transform myself
our
into
life, using our
I'm
kingdom.
better to serve
So we never operate
that I always
our
love you, Father.
environment.
Help me listen to you.
Most Father, teaching Father, through parents, through mothers, really master of how we really can bring a peace, harmony, unity, nation and the world.
this morning
Thank
for
you.
Dr. Hamadisi.
Yeah,
us.
that's
It's
I
it
pray
very
for
Right.
thank you.
parent and
Thank you for our
parents
the
Father
that we
group
struggle.
can love
to
each
People are
other
starving.
and the
like
family
People know
family
your
Father,
motion
pray Heavenly Parent and
and
two parents can
in
be
sustainable development
coordinate
in South
with the prayer they can
Africa.
do one Heavenly Parent that
This
is
is why
the farmer, Master,
supposed to bring big benefit to
Edo
one.
Mo,
there's
Heavenly Parent and two parents, we
two parents. The big
brothers
portion,
and sisters.
70% of this
We pray for
earth is being part water. So
help
we
them
really can develop our future,
Morning.
future purpose, future goal.
pray for VP Hamilton,
So many
love
things
and
can
commitment,
become.
the leaders in the
Father, we are
world. We
so
pray
limited.
they can fulfill
But the
it.
vision
The
and
sun
dreams of
burn
Could as long
was knowing you, Heavenly
can
there.
that he can do it. We pray that he can
return
fulfill
of Christ,
for the senators and the congressmen
When you're all
leading
together.
this country.
vision.
We pray that they can
We
lead the
have
country
been
the
done,
right way,
and we
Heavenly
have
Parent.
Need to
put
feel
into
weak.
Continue
the
to lead
practice.
America. Pray, Heavenly Parent, and let war between
Together,
countries
Sumakari.
So we can
come to an end.
So,
Pray, Heavenly Parent, and two parents for the war
so
between
settle
the family, in our family,
in the
in our
ministry.
community. Father, please help. Let's
Pakistan
forget
and Israel to come to an end.
not enough
Sumakarabu.
growing,
Pray, Heavenly Parent, and two
not
parents.
really reaching
We can love each other, help each other, serve
maturity.
each other, give
We
each
have a
other.
very
Father, how
Help us
we
to go
really
forth in
can
the shoes of a servant,
forgive
shedding tears
our
to man, sweat for
past
heart and blood for heaven.
and to forgive us,
Help us to bring the
and we
victory.
can renew.
We pray for
Father, it's
America.
on us. How we
America can
can
fulfill and take her
born
responsibility.
first
Parent and
next
two
level
parents to bless her country,
our
not for herself,
next level of our development
but for her to help the
using
country.
our family,
Pray for America. Heavenly Parent and two parents,
community,
help us to
tribe, and nation, and
love
world.
each other, help each other,
Father, time is limited.
give each other.
Your mother is 81 years old.
Just to go forth.
Father, but still, she's strong.
Pray for the
Go
junction
to
one.
the Father,
In
this
all 50
vision number
states, Heavenly Parent
2025
and two parents.
without victorious
Pray
foundation of
that we
this
can
post
fulfill. Pray
South
for
Korea
everyone on this prayer
unification.
line, their good health,
Father,
energy, and
how
strength.
this world can
Heavenly Parent and two
stand
parents, we
That's the
bless
humor.
your
everyone on this
culture.
prayer line.
All the
Their good health, energy, and
Disorder.
culture
China.
them to fulfill. Help us to love each other,
is God's.
These are all members of the
serve
PAC
each other,
church.
give each
And we are here in the United States of
bring the
America,
victory.
melting pot.
이몸이 주고 도 주고 일백번 고쳐주고 백골이 진도 내고 넋이라도 잃고 없고 임형하니 변탄치 가실 줄이 쓰랴 임형하니 변탄치 가실 줄이 쓰랴
Chanjian, Champomanamge, Kyangbe. Paro. Now we'll have 3 cheers of Okmanse.
경구의 합신 하늘 부모님 억만세 현진 참 부모님 억만세 victory for the Chunshima residents prayer 억만세
Thank you, everyone. Do you have any announcements today?
When outside rains, the storm is bad. And then the inside rains is much better.
Okay, good to
Hello,
know.
Harlem.
Very important.
Hello,
Yeah.
Harlem.
Thank you,
Bye.
Helen. Thank you.
Bye, Harlem. Thank you for the report. Best reports ever. All right. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everybody. God bless you. Have a great day.
God bless you. Bye.
God bless
Bye.
you.
Have a nice
God
day.
bless you.
Have a nice day. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Have a blessed
bye.
day.